Hello, Pisces. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with all of you today. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. So happy to have all these new faces, and so happy to have you here if this is your first time, or if this is your 40th time, your millionth time even to this channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to be diving into a newer deck. I have not really used this one too much. It's called the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle deck. And I'm going to share some pre-shuffle messages with you that I received. So, first and foremost for today, some of you may be going through a period where you are dealing with heaviness, burden. There's going to be a release of this, but today there may be like a heaviness that you feel, or kind of like an energetic heaviness. So what I felt was blockages that are being created by stagnant energy that would be healed through the event of movement. So if you need to get outside, move your body, go on a walk. If you need to dance, just shake it off. There's this energy of stagnancy within you that wants to be healed, can be healed through movement. There's also going to be a collaborative endeavor that you've been a part of, that you're moving from this collaborative energy to a more singular energy. So some of you could be dealing with less coworkers. Some of you could be leaving jobs, changing career altogether. I see a shift in career for some of you, a shift in life force energy for those of you where career is not as potent, like you're just going to be doing something new with your life. You're going to be headed in a new direction. Really where you're focusing more on your goals, your passions, things that really give you ambition, things that you love to do. So there could also be this energy where some of you are starting to do like a side hustle or something on the side that you love, a passion project, a business that you're getting off the ground. Even just doing like artwork, or going to art classes, or picking up a dance class, or something that you're just doing for fun. But I see a shift where you're focusing on you. New community and soul families coming in. A lot of us are feeling that here, especially on the channel. Emotional healing, forgiveness, and nurturing of the body all came up. So this is a time right now where, as you're moving these blockages, these stagnant energy, Spirit wants you to also focus on forgiving yourself or someone who may have hurt you. Even if you don't plan on talking to this person, even if you don't plan on them being in your life in the future, there is a need to let go of what has happened and what they have done. Maybe what you have felt in your body and the way that it's making you feel. Forgive them. There's also this need to release. There could be a cord cutting you need to do, writing it down on paper, burning it, to release that energy back into the ethers. But there is a release that you need to do that is very important. And also nurture your body with what you eat, how often you sleep, what you're putting in your mind. So consumption, those are all things that your spirit team would like you to focus on. So Pisces, let's dive into your message for this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, guardians, gods, and goddesses, what messages do you have for my Pisces collective today? I would like to pull one card at a time, please. 3 cards. Thank you. Felt a lot of air with that, air energy. So smoke cleansing could be significant. Getting outside, getting some air, feeling wind blow in your hair. We have 2 here. I'm just going to go ahead and take them. We have a beautiful change, butterfly maiden. We have rest, the star maiden. Okay. Love that. One more, please. One more, please. There we go. And we have Imhotep, visionary. Wow. You know what's interesting? I have been so immersed in Egyptian history, and I am not like usually into Egypt. And that's really popping out to me that some of you may also be highly connected to Egypt, or have an Egyptian past life, or you've always just been a person who's a big fan of it and you don't know why, there may be some significance to it. I didn't get a chance to look up yet, but they found some new findings below the pyramids that I have yet to be able to like just sit on the computer and actually like pay attention to what has gone on. But that may be significant. Look at the new findings associated with Egypt. But I'm really excited to see what Imhotep is going to tell us. But again, you have beautiful change, rest, and visionary. And on the bottom of the deck, you have new beginnings with Persephone. So, oh, and I have to show you this one, you guys. No more hiding. I don't know how you say this one, but I want to say Amaterasu. No more hiding. So what I think is going on here, Pisces, with these first 3 cards is you are about to walk into a transformative period of your life where you are about to become this visionary. Where you are about to become someone very well known, well renowned. People are going to know your name. You are possibly in the process of working on something. Remember, we picked that up in the pre-shuffled messages of basically something that you're working on in a singular energy. I see you putting together something that is going to be a big deal to a certain collective, a certain community, a certain group of people. Being a visionary just means you have this vision for the future, right? It means you have a big idea, you have a calling in your life, you can see things that other people can't see, you have a bigger scope of the world even. And I see here for you that you've gone through a lot of spiritual change with the beautiful change, right? You've gone through a lot of spirituality, reawakening. I see this person is in like Arizona. You may be connected to Native American culture as well. A lot of us that are here right now have probably been in native cultures, Egyptian cultures in past lives. And as you're walking into this new version of yourself, right? You're walking into this new vision that you have for your future. As you're creating this idea, as you're focusing on your future, I really feel like Spirit is saying, do not forget to take care of yourself with the rest card. Rest is essential for rejuvenating you, for allowing you to, continue to work on the things that you're meant to do in this lifetime. You are not meant to constantly be, taken advantage of by a 9-to-5. You're not meant to constantly be taken advantage of by people in your life who need you for absolutely everything. You may be the type of person who needs to slow down, focus on you, make sure that you're getting those 6 to 8 hours a night, longer if you need it, that you're also resting in your daily life, your daily walk with Spirit, that you're not just rushing through your day. A lot of people are experiencing, feeling like time is speeding up. Let me know in the comments if that's you, but I feel like when I wake up, I can't believe how quickly it's like 5 p.m. Or when I looked at the clock, it's already 30 to 40 minutes later when I look at it again. Let's read Visionary. There's always going to be timestamps for you guys in the description box if you're not super big into like the readings and you want to just go past those. All right, Imhotep, Visionary. Designing the future, fusing ancient wisdom with modern methods. So it says, when Imhotep appears, it's a clear indication of your visionary gifts. Your soul's intention is to create pioneering change through implementing divinely inspired ideas. There's no doubt that you've come to Earth to redesign infrastructure, stir up the pot of established protocols, and use innovative and progressive methods to evolve humanity. You're a visionary, guided by the divine to implement projects that can help heal and inspire our world. What do you want to improve or innovate? Maybe you're a teacher who's frustrated by the education system, or a medical professional who'd love to combine modern medicine with holistic treatments. Perhaps your passion lies in environmentalism, politics, science, or fighting prejudice and injustice. If you're passionate about what needs to evolve, then you're the one who can make a difference. Imhotep is guiding you step by step. Take it one day at a time and break the big vision down into manageable chunks. You can be a trailblazer who fuses ancient wisdom and cutting-edge technique. This is your time to change the world. Wow. Okay. So whoever I am talking to, I really do believe that there is about to be an extremely brand new version of yourself. Like, you're going to come out and people are going to be like, what is this? And it may not be accepted right away. Whatever this vision is that you have, whatever this thing that you've been, I feel like, scared of judgment of other people. No more hiding is here. There's an ancient wisdom that you've come into this world with from a past life. For some of you, it's native culture that's really speaking to me. For others of you, it's Egyptian culture. But wherever it is from, that does not have to be all of it. There is something about the way that you came into this world where you're supposed to make an impact and really revolutionize a path or a place that you have worked or that you have been passionate about. I myself like to use examples in my life, and so I'm a veterinarian, for those of you who don't know. But I believe that there needs to be huge changes to the way that veterinary medicine is ran. A lot of veterinarians are tired. A lot of veterinarians hate their job. A lot of veterinarians are suicidal. Trigger warning for those of you who may have struggled with that, because there's so much weight on their shoulders. People don't have money to pay for things, and there's a whole lot that I could go into. But they call it compassion fatigue. And one of the things that I plan to do in my time, and it kind of made me chuckle as I was reading, is I want to innovate new ways for caring and treating diseases in animals that is more holistic in nature, but also still uses some Western medicine. So what I believe the channel I'm getting is there's many of you who are already in the spaces or have worked in the spaces and places that Spirit wants you to innovate something new. And it's going to require a lot of work. And so they were reminding you, of course, to make sure that you're getting your rest. You're also going to be receiving divine downloads when you sleep. Spirit may give you visions. You may wake up inspired. You may go to sleep, and as you're getting ready for bed, you have this breaking idea. Put a pen and a journal or a pen and paper or something next to your bed. Grab your phone and write it down as it comes to you. But there's this change that is going to come into your life. You're already experiencing it. You're already evolving. And I feel like you may seem a little bit out of place. You may not really understand where this is going. But again, I saw that energy of someone going from a energy where you may be working with others to more singular. It showed the 3 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. There's an invention, an idea, a vision, a new creation, a new way of doing things, innovation that wants to come from you, Pisces, those of you who this message is going to resonate with. And you were brought to this earth at this time to create this for the new earth. And it's going to cause a beautiful change and a beautiful domino effect in the lives of so many people. And that is exactly why you've never fit in, or when you tried to work in these spaces and places, you've always felt like there was something you wanted to do to make it better. It may even be why you walked away from that sector of work or that sector of business in the first place, because you felt like you could not make a change. There is a need for you to kind of just conjure this up on your own. And it's going to require some work, Pisces, but you are here to infuse the old ancient knowledge with the new. Oh, I love that for you, Pisces. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's dive into your tarot. Spirit, tell us about this innovation, this vision that Spirit is putting into view for Pisces. You have the 6 of Pentacles. So immediately what I get from this is a gift. This is a gift that is going to keep on giving for generations. This gift is going to be profound. And many of you will be actually working with the less fortunate. Many of you will be making things more balanced, more affordable, more accessible. And there's going to be an exchange of energy that may supersede even the need for exchange of money. That's coming through for some of you. But this is going to be a huge blessing. The 6 of Pentacles is often about gift giving. But I do feel here for sure that this is a way that you impact the community, a way that you give back to others, a way that you are going to be able to help balance the scales of places, situations, and like I'm hearing governments, institutions that have been imbalanced. You can see here that this person holds a scale in their hand. You were always meant to go into these imbalanced structures, and you were meant to make a difference in the way that they were ran. They were never supposed to be that way. There was changes that happened over time, And in comes Pisces to see it as it stands now and to realize where there needs to be differences and changes that would help it. What's challenging this vision though? It's going to be a lot of work and a lot of obstacles. That's the blockages. That's the heaviness that I was feeling in the channeled messages portion of the reading. In order for you to do this, Pisces, though, I want you to have faith that you can carry these quote unquote burdens. And this is going to be a marathon, not a race. This is going to be something that sometimes you may have to shoulder on your own. You may not always have people who believe in you. There may be even highs and lows with this dream, this idea, this vision you have for change. But it is going to be possible because with that 10 of Wands, we know that this card eventually means that the person is getting ready to put the burdens down. What makes it such a burden, though, this vision that Pisces has? What makes it so heavy? 10 of Pentacles. So they wanted me to point to the fact that these wands all have buds on them, meaning that this is going to come to fruition. It's just going to take some time. If others can't see your vision, you have to see your vision. So the challenge could be, number one, getting people to invest in you. Getting people to believe in you. There may be some expenses attached to this that could slow you down over time. But I do see this paying off for you in the long run. So the challenge actually becomes the blessing. But the beauty of this is if you look at this as an investment and you don't look at this as like something that's draining you, you will see the benefits of this and others will see it eventually. I often find it funny that a lot of people, you know, they don't become renowned for what they created until like way later. That could be the case for some of you. Some of you, though, it will be in this lifetime that you receive, you know, your legacy will be appreciated. But for some of you, that legacy is going to take some time and it's going to be down the road that people go, wow, that Pisces was so innovative and that thing they did really made a change for all of us and for all of humanity. Okay. It may take some time. Ooh. I don't know what that was about, but we have the King of Cups and the Empress. So definitely birthing a new idea, Pisces, from a very grounded perspective, from a very compassionate view. I see with that King of Cups, you're birthing something new, something that we need, something that the world needs to break us away from some of these attachments that we have to lower level living, to a society built upon so much automation, to a society that has forgotten what real medicines are, what real art is, how to innovate new ways of being more conservative with our resources. Strengths at this time. All right. We have the Hanged Man. That's a beautiful strength. This means that you are going to be a person who brings in ideas that make people look at things from a different perspective. So you may, feel a little bit nervous about being judged for having this different perspective or point of view, but that is your strength. And this is also a Pisces card. So your ideas, your gift that you're going to bring into this world, it's very different. Whatever this is, it's going to be, I want to say, out of the box, a little strange to some. It's going to take a little bit to get used to. People may not be so, apt to just try it. It may take a little convincing, but your strength is you've come here with an enlightenment knowledge. You can see around the Hangman's head, there's this halo of enlightenment. And at just the right time, Pisces, you're going to be able to take this perspective and run with it. The Hangman means that you also are being patient with the process. You're letting Spirit really give you the downloads, the ideas, the understanding of where you want to go. And your innovations, they're going to make people kind of, like you see a dog kind of cock its head to the side and go, and it's going to take some time to grow, but your ingenuity is very much so your strength. Area of focus. We have the Three of Wands and the Four of Cups. So again, what I see here is a person who's like, I don't want things to be the way they've always been. The way that this situation, the way that this business, the way that this industry, the way that, this artwork, or the way that we do music, or whatever the case is for you. the way that things have been done for so long, you're just not really wanting to accept the status quo. And I just see you here, Pisces, seeing a new future, having an idea of what you want to change, and being just on the edge or just on the ledge of getting ready to go down into the water and create that change. You can see what other people can't see. What I see here, again, with Imhotep, he's got the sun behind him, and same for you. You've got your head faced away from us, right? You're looking over the horizon at what else could be out there. What are people missing? You have a higher perspective, a different view. You came here with a mind that's a bit different than others, Pisces. And you're not willing to just accept things for how they have always been. You're ready for something new. And you're also able to really easily see where there needs to be changes and improvements, and you have a really keen, sharp eye for things like that. Near future for Pisces, in regard to this visionary, this change, we have Temperance. Your angels are behind you. They're guiding these improvements. They're also helping you to find your footing and really allowing you to kind of like test the waters, see what's out there, get an idea of like a clientele, a fan base, people who would be able to use your product, right? So there's an energy here of giving it time, allowing it to blossom and grow. And there's a divine timing aspect to this, that whatever it is that you're working on, I don't want you to worry about when will it become successful, if it will become successful, because it will. It's just a matter of it being in divine timing. As the world changes and sees that there needs to be innovations, that there needs to be endings to some of the things that we've been doing, there will be a spotlight on you, Pisces. Of, hey, I've got an idea for that. You know what I saw today? There was a boy that actually came up. I should call him a young man, sorry. I don't even know who he is. I'll see if I can find him, and I'll put the information in the description box. But he's actually turning recycled plastics into a type of fuel, and he was powering up a diesel truck with that today. Maybe that's why they had me randomly watch that on Instagram Reels today. I don't know. But the community was so proud of him. He was a young African-American guy, I think from Chicago. Yeah, there's an ending to the old ways of doing things. There's more innovative ways, ecological ways, healthier ways of doing things, efficient ways of doing things, compassionate ways of doing things that we have got to implement. And they are actually things that we used to do, either in this life or the past. Recent past for Pisces. It's like you are not reinventing the wheel, you're infusing the new and the old. Recent past, Queen of Wands. So Pisces, you had an idea, or have an idea. And there's a part of you that wants to pursue this idea. This Queen of Wands is like an entrepreneurial queen. She is a very creative and ambitious queen. She is conjuring up things behind the scenes. She's got potions. She's behind the desk. She's got, her pen in her hand. She's got a paintbrush in her hand even. She's sitting behind the computer. She's designing things. There's so much that this card holds of someone who is ready to go the distance. And you see that wand she has in her hand, right? It is going to be the beginning of so much more, right? And it's going to feel a little heavy. But there's an energy here that you have what it takes to accomplish something really beautiful that starts off as an innovation that you have, but then blossoms into something really beautiful and really prosperous, really abundant for you in due time. And again, for many of you, this is going to be a generational game changer, because it's going to come at a time when the world needs a significant change in that sector, that place of work, that specific area of our life. And God put you in these situations when they weren't the best, gave you some clarity, gave you some aha. And now is the time, Chariot, to move towards this new beginning, this new idea, this new vision. Many of you are so far advanced beyond what you've been working with that it may not have even resonated with you. Like, I will tell you, when I've been at work as a vet, like, I love what I do, but there are some times when I'm just like, I just want to heal these animals instead of just sending them home with prescriptions. You know, there's a deeper calling for me than to just treat an ear infection. Not that it's not necessary, because an ear infection hurts, but I was like, there's got to be more. There's got to be a deeper call. Advice. And you may be feeling that same way, where you know you're meant for more. Advice from your spirit team. All right. So there has to be an ending to the way that things have been. I see you walking away. The death card did come out in the pre-shuffle. Walking away from something that you used to do, or the way that you used to do it. And I really do see you walking into a new line of work, having a new way that you present yourself, and saying goodbye to the old ways. Tell me more about this death card. It's like this old way of doing things has to come to an end for there to be a rebirth. You're part of that rebirth. You're part of that that newness. Yeah, in places where there has been stagnation, where people can't decide how to run things, there could be a lot of politics around what you want to do. The world could even be in a big, big power struggle over whatever this is. Like, again, it did talk about some of you being in spaces for like social justice and social change, activism, you know, things like that. Pisces, you are such a humanitarian. You're such a helper and such a servant of God that it would just make sense for you to look at these systems that are broken. I see broken systems, and come in with this idea and say, hey, I have an idea of how we can make this better. Let's end the way that we've been doing things, or let's bring an end to this outdated belief system with that death card, and let's go in a new direction, Pisces. That's beautiful. I love it. And Pisces, you have such a way with people too, that I feel like it's going to be so easy to work with you. Your environment at this time? Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. And again, I'm seeing this like Sphinx-like head here. So Egypt has been coming up. And you know, Egyptians were ahead of their time because they were honestly more advanced than we are, if you want to be honest. And I don't know exactly if it was aliens, if it was on, I don't know. But there's so much hidden knowledge that we don't even know of all of those things. And so some of you are going to be given downloads. You may be receiving them now. They may be trying to communicate with you now about what to do, but this is part of your karmic path, your dharmic path, I should say, in this world that is going to bring you fortune, that is going to bring you prosperity, that is going to also allow the world to benefit because it is part of your purpose. Some of you are going to see a really big change within the next year with that Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, but be patient. Some of you may not see the fruits of your labor right away, but what I do see here is there is the Queen of Pentacles, meaning that there will be financial gain, there will be financial prosperity, there is going to be a blossoming future for you. It's just going to take some time for this vision to turn into the pentacle proof, okay? And it is part of your karmic path. But what I also did see is the Seven of Swords, sorry. You may need to protect your ideas, keep them to yourselves. There could be people who try to take from you, people who want to laugh in your face but then steal your ideas. Be very protective of the things that you're trying to do. If you have a business name or a business startup, don't be so swift to tell everybody about it. Make sure you're trademarking things, getting your LLC, making a business out of it, copywriting things, all of that, so that your products, your ideas can be your own. Beware of those who, you know, smile in your face, but are really actually trying to take from you. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears for Pisces. This is beautiful. This is going to be a very prosperous avenue, outlet, gift, journey. I'm getting all of that. All right. Hopes and fears is the Ace of Wands. So you don't have to worry about if this is going to work. If this is just an idea that's full of fluff in your head, Pisces. This is a divine download. This is a download that you've been given from spirit. I have mine. I know exactly what mine is. I don't know how it's going to work, but I know what the download is. It was given to me. I have a name for the business I want to do. I have ideas of what it's going to look like. I even had a psychic tell me that she saw what I wanted to do and told me about it without me even mentioning to her. So I know what is part of my divine path. And so Pisces, if you have been given a download, an idea, an inspiration of some sort, that is truly going to like be out of this world, amazing. There's going to be a prosperity. There is going to be prosperity attached to it. Trust it. Don't make this Ace of Wands into a fear of like, am I just coming up with this on my own? And like, it has actually no merit. Like, no, this has a lot of merit. This has a lot of fact, proof. You have a brilliant idea. And it is going to be everything. It's going to change everything. And what I love about this reading is so many wands. Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, Ten of Wands. A lot of fire. So this is going to be something that you look back at and you're like, yeah, I did that. This is the card I saw in the pre-shuffle of the Nine of Pentacles. A very beautiful single energy. That means you're going to start working on this project and you're really going to be self-made. So I see you again, having this vision, right? Some of you are already working on whatever this is. Could even be a book. This could be an idea. Like, it still may be in the form of an idea, but you may be piecing things together. But you've been given this divine download from your spirit guides. And this divine download is going to give you so much financial support in your life. And it's going to give you not only financial support, but a lot of freedom. What I love about the Nine of Pentacles, I will tell you, she is my favorite card in the deck. Because I value autonomy, which is, freedom of self. I value freedom of my time. I value a job you can take on the go. I even created a YouTube handle called the Nomadic Vet, and I couldn't believe no one had it, but I have it. It doesn't have any videos on it, but it's called the Nomadic Vet because I want to be a nomad. I want to be a person who can take their work with them wherever they go, right? And I want to be able to travel and enjoy myself when I want to. And so this energy coming through the cards here with this Nine of Pentacles is showing me that this idea you have, it is a brilliant idea that is very self-made and is going to be something that brings you a lot of fortune, a lot of peace, a lot of abundance. And abundance is not always just money. Abundance is whatever you value. Right. Potential outcome, Pisces. This is beautiful. I can't wait for you to share this with the collective. If you feel comfortable sharing it with us, you can in the comments. All right, it's go time, baby. You have as your potential outcome the Chariot card. This means that you have the green light. Again, the Sphinxes. I can't stress this enough, but there is something about Egypt that is attached to this collective or some of you watching this. There is ancient knowledge. Imhotep is here. He may be someone you want to research. I'm definitely going to research him. But he's here to let you know that you've been given the green light. The gas is in the car. It's time to go. It's time to move forward with this idea. Even if this takes you, 5 years to get up off the ground, it does not matter. There is something about this that if you just go with it, if you just have this clear idea, this image in your head, if you've been working on something behind the scenes even, this is time for you to finally start to kind of put yourself out there. I'm seeing it again here with the Temperance card, 1 foot in the water, 1 on land. It might be just a good time for you to test out ideas. Talk to a few people about it. See what they think about what you're working on. And you might be surprised. Some people might be about it. Some people might think it's a little strange. Some people might be indifferent. But it's time for you to get to work. Yeah. The Judgment card to the 8 of Pentacles. This is literally what you are supposed to do. Like your spirit team is saying, we've been asking you, we've been channeling messages to you, we've been sending you clear signs. There is something that you are meant to do. And I feel like a lot of you are heeding the signs. You are ready for this call that you have been given from your spirit team to make a difference, to make a change in this world. I see beautiful, beautiful things coming from this, Pisces. And just remember, though, they did put the rest card, that you don't want to get in over your head. You don't want to rush. This is going to be something that takes time to really get to fruition. And what I want you to understand here also with this Eight of Pentacles is this is person who is making pentacle after pentacle after pentacle after pentacle, and some don't make the cut. So there is this need for you to understand that there is going to be trial and error. There is going to be a process that you have to go through to get to the other side as well. This is going to be something that you don't want to just skyrocket immediately. You want this to have some backbone. You want this to build up some time. There will be more notoriety for you and more stability in that if it's not something that you rush towards. All right, Spirit guys, we're going to end out this reading for Pisces. Any messages of encouragement, anything they need to know, we'll take 3 messages about this vision they have for the future and anything related to that. First card is Beyond a Doubt. It says, yes, good outcome and approval. The answer is yes, proceed. Don't hold back. The time is now. If you're making a decision, the answer is yes, go for it. This is a time of positivity, success, and progress. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Your spirit team is saying, go, 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 Pisces. Now is the time. You have Master Manifester. Conjuring alchemy. It says the universe is on your side. There is power and magic available to you now. How you choose to access this power and what you do with it is entirely up to you. So if you've been manifesting this, and do you see that wand in her hand? Do you see it? I see it. There's an energy here, Pisces, that is beckoning you to start this thing or to really trust your idea. Trust this brilliant idea that you have been given from your spirit team. Last card for Pisces. You've manifested this. You're in the process of manifesting this. You will continue to, and it will be a good outcome. Reunion. It says gathering, reconciliation, and meet. One or more people from your past are entering your life. These are souls with whom are coming back to aid in learning, sparking a necessary change, or partaking in deep moments of joy. So what I get from this is a lot of you are going to be or were reunited with situations and people and places and spaces that reignited a spark in you for change. I think some of you also ended up in relationships. Like, let's just use this as an example for those of you who were dealing with domestic abuse or something like that. Now you are going to come up with new innovative ways, new ideas to help people who have dealt with that. You know, I don't know too much about it, so I don't want to go into too much detail, but maybe just like how the system treats those people. Let me go down that road. How the system treats those people. Maybe that system is broken and you were made to reunite with someone, go through a situation that put you into a situation like that, and now you're here to change things. I feel more comfortable saying that because I don't know what the process is of how we deal with those kinds of things, but there is an energy here that these people that you were reunited with, these situations that you were reunited with, and a lot of you from past lives were meant to spark in learning. It says necessary change, and for some of you, joy. And this is what's going to help you take it to the next step and you move into a life of more ease. It says effortless and no blocks. Remember how we talked about the blocks at the beginning in the channeled messages? It says now anticipate a smoother journey ahead as past obstacles and barriers are being lifted away. Believe that your path forward is in harmony with positive energy and boundless opportunities. So Pisces, it can't get any better than that. This is an opportunity for you to trust in your ideas beyond a shadow of a doubt that old systems and old ways need to die, death card, for you to start this new beginning, to be this force of change, and for you to show the world You're here, and this is what needs to happen in these spaces. So I'm wishing you all the best. I can't wait to see what you do with your gifts and your powers and abilities and your minds. That is the most important thing, is your mind. All right, Pisces, I will see you again tomorrow with another video. Wishing you all the best in your endeavors. Bye, guys.